And we have Andy in the studio. Andy, welcome
What's
back.
Up?
Welcome
Long
again.
time no see.
I know. It's like I never see you ever. It's a joke for those of you who don't know because we have a class together and then just random passing by. So
We hang out.
we hang out. No
on
big
the flip
deal.
side.
It's one of Paul's 4 friends.
One of
Wait.
my 4 friends. Yeah.
You talked about this earlier.
1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
So who's the 4th? Will would be the 4th. He just left. Our
Okay,
station manager, Will
always
Florence,
walk
was
in
here
a
for an
group on
appearance.
campus.
So all of you need to always be with me because I have nobody else.
That's it.
And actually, let me do it right now. Before we get into the big event, let's comedy competition. It went well.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Give some comments on that. And actually, AWOWW, can you shut? Never mind, Chance did it. All right, you're good. All right, so.
Comedy competition was, I think, one of the best in the 3 years I've been at the university.
Definitely. I agree.
The only downside is the air condition was kind of not working. So
Yeah, it got really hot there at the end.
So everyone's like, we want to laugh, we really do, but we're really hot, and it's gonna get us even hotter if we laugh.
Yeah.
But everyone was in a good mood. The crowd was really good to everyone. The talent this year was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was really hard to see a definite winner because they're all just so good. But
Mhm.
I think the winners deserved it, no doubt.
Definitely. William Woody pulled that one out. And I'll share this right now on our Facebook page. If you want to see, you put them up in segments. So you have Pete Lee's hosting and then all of them in order. And then, unfortunately, I guess nobody filmed Pete Lee's end of the thing because I realized I was running out of tape, so that's why I stopped. And I guess everyone else probably did as well. So, but we have all that part. And then I still need to, I just need to throw it on Raw. I'll throw up the Pete Lee interview me and Christina did afterwards. Because here's the really cool thing. I don't know. I did mention this last week, but Pete Lee, like, he loves, and well, you can tell me, because we mentioned last week how much he loves the university. He roots for our sports teams. He comes here. So this is his 3rd year. Hopefully we'll have him back next year. But you told me something about Pete Lee the other.
Yeah, after the show, me and Pete Lee were talking, and he's saying how he had like this gig lined up for this conference, and he decided to
Headlining.
drop the headlining gig and just do another gig later in the weekend so he can
Host the
be
show.
here.
That's awesome.
It's probably one of my favorite events.
Yeah, it was. That's so cool, and the event was just really good. I mean, in general. So yeah, now, well, it's kind of a funny turn of events because first Anchorman 2 is announced.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later,
It's
because it was the Wednesday night of the student comedy competition, Will Ferrell went on to Conan, I believe.
yeah, it was on Conan.
And announced that they were doing a second one. And then, so neither of us got to see it that night. 'Cause
No,
we were at the comedy competition.
we're too busy laughing.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
then 2
we
days
got
later-
really lucky on
Yeah.
that one. It
So-
was almost like, I don't know,
He's fine.
ordained that
Yeah.
David Koechner would
So
come
yeah,
to the campus.
David Koechner, the cowboy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Came in,
Champ.
the champ.
Whammy.
Whammy. So that's really exciting. When is it? Time,
It's-
place. Give me all that.
It's this Monday, April 9th, in the ballroom at 8 p.m.
Awesome.
Be there.
Be there. I'm gonna put a link up to the event in just a second after I put the comedy competition part up. Event coming to USC.
Multitasking. Paul.
Yeah, I obviously can't do it. I have to. So, for those of you eagerly awaiting what I'm about to post on Facebook, I'm gonna do the comedy competition thing and then Andy Farag. Not Andy Farag, because you are Andy Farag. The David Koechner event.
We should have an Andy event.
We should.
You're like, yes. Let's plan it.
Come to my
Um,
apartment and we'll just hang out and then watch stand-up, because that's
That'd
what I usually do. I sit on Netflix and I'm like, let's see who's...
Live like Andy.
Yeah.
That's going to be the event.
Wear wrinkly button-up shirts and cut-off jeans. That's what we're going to do.
So, but yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, explain kind of like the process to get somebody to come in. Because I feel like that'd be kind of interesting.
yeah,
like, especially, and then you can mention how maybe Koechner got involved.
Yeah, well, the process is a lot more than like, hey, let's bring this guy. All right, see you in 2 weeks when we get here. Uh, First of all, we gotta have the idea, and we usually have a committee. So for me, I have my comedy committee, which is a bunch of general members and we brainstorm. Then, once we pick the idea, I would go back to my office and call agents and get prices and start seeing if they fit in my budget. Afterwards, once I like say, okay, I have enough money to put on this show, I will end up calling other schools, so and I'll see like how they did at their campus and start comparing it, and then I'll bring it to our executive board meeting, which is really fun because you just sit there and kind of prove your case, like why this would be a good event.
Right.
So afterwards, if everyone on the executive board likes it, we end up just passing it and then start taking it to the next step and start writing the offer letter. So we kind of give the artist like, hey, we'll give you X amount of money to do this, this, and this for this time and this date.
Mm-hmm.
So if they agree to that price, they'll send us like, hey, yeah, we're totally down. And if not, they'll be like, no, not really. And then we'll either rewrite it or just scrap the idea. Sometimes, we'll just give them like too low of an offer. So if you like Pawn Stars, you'd be good at this, just bartering to a certain extent. So that's what we do for that part. And then after they say yes and we say yes, we start going into the contracting aspect of the process, and then we get the contracts and work out the details and make sure like they're like, hey, I want this, this, and this, and this, and we're like, all right, well, we can give you this, this, and this, and this. You down? Sure. Then we start promoting once we get the okay go from both sides, because sometimes they'll be like, no, I don't like the way you want this, or I can't do it, something came up, which has happened in the past. We're like, all right, everything's, all systems go, and they're like, oh, no, we're going to shoot a movie with whoever.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a bummer, but hopefully none of this will happen in next year when I'm working.
Right.
But so once everything's going, we start promoting, which we have to factor into our budget. So we got their posters, and then we'll do special promos occasionally. Like, I think it was my freshman year, we had little snow cone shoot things, like foam things for Ben and Jerry when they got here, which was really fun. And we promote until the day of the show. So then we pick them up from the airport, or sometimes they drive,
Mm-hmm.
and then we put on a good show, hopefully.
Awesome. So, a really short process. It's not really a big deal.
No, not really.
Yeah, that's crazy. So anyone who's interested in the live entertainment business.
Yeah, you get to have cool contacts and cool experiences, because you're not just like, hey, I really like you, you should come to South
there's
Carolina.
a lot of networking involved.
Yeah, and you gotta barter real well.
Yeah. Make some friendships so that
Yeah.
because that was one of the biggest thing in one of the classes I took. It was favors. It's the worst F word in live entertainment industry, I was told, because once you do a favor for somebody, now then they owe you, and so then you pull, oh, I know you have a movie, but you promised, or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's a big deal, but it's all that leeway in one way or the other. So
Definitely.
it's awesome.
It's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Oh yeah.
Especially next year, we have a couple ideas, and we would like to hear the students' input. It's on the Carolina Productions page. If you think Gabriel Iglesias would be a cool event, answer the question on the page and see what you think. So we'll get your input.
Yeah, definitely do that. The more people that say yes, the more convincing, I guess, the overall process will be.
Yeah, so if you like them, let us know. Or if you have any other suggestions, put it on the wall, or there's also just a comedy group page for Carolina Productions. So we're like, hey, I really like this comedian that I saw on TV. Put it down, and I'll look into it and start working on the process. And also come to Carolina Productions meetings. We have one every week for every kind of subject. Or subjects? I don't know if that...
Subject,
section
Yeah.
type.
is bad. I don't even know what that is,
I don't know.
what we're called. But I'm comedy, and there's cultural awareness, and let's call them genres.
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 There we go.
All right. CP genres.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. So is there anything else? Just a reminder, David KOECHNER, I just posted it, and then I didn't even.
It's April 9th, which is
April
Monday.
9th. So Monday.
Yeah, get excited.
So you've got just a
Whammy.
couple days. Whammy.
Whammy.
Yeah, 8 o'clock, Russell House. Where in the Russell House?
In the ballroom.
In the ballroom. That's what I was trying to look for. I don't see it on here.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be our
Chances are
last
you'll have
big
that.
hoorah before exams and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
So definitely
try to
come out
Yeah.
Monday.
Nice exam breaker.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's study break. If
Exactly.
you're a
Break.
procrastinator like me, go to it.
Cool deal. So definitely, there's 100 people so far that say they're going on Facebook, and there's 750 invited that have not responded. So I don't know why you haven't responded yet, but
Yeah.
you need to go
I
respond.
think I have carpal tunnel from inviting so many people.
So awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Andy, for
No
coming on and
problem.
talking about
Thank
it.
you.
Feel free to come by anytime.
I
You know
will.
that. So
Yeah.